Hello and welcome back. Right, yes, there are lessons to be learned. There truly are. I've looked in editing at how long it took me to do what we've achieved so far, and I've got to say, reminds me very much of that day when I re-evaluated the day we did the forage on this exact field. My failure has literally hit me in the face. So do you know what we're going to do? Yeah, we're going to take this totally seriously, and I have re-ripped up what we have available. Now, we've spent a fortune, we have, but that's not our money. We are lucky, we are millionaires, and also have the ability to. We've got BGAs and things, and a lot of grass on stock, so we know that we're halfway through the year. We've got this fantastic harvest, and quite a lot of it in. But yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to rip up the playbook, which is I'm going to be as ruthless as possible as it is. Now, I realise that we're going to lose a lot of money, but you know. Now then, hang on a minute. Let's just make sure we aren't have any harvest. That I'm not going to do. No, I am not prepared to. It's not far away actually. It says it's not far away. This is a huge field. It might appear just a stone throw away, but it is a little further than it appears. I'm almost tempted to tab. I know. It's there. It is a long way, actually. Oh, that's where we were. We want that one. I think no. Let's be proper. We wouldn't do this, but we are going to be ruthless. It's not always about size of header or something like that, although obviously that does help, but we can see actually in some ways, due to the lay of the land, that actually that's accentuating problems. It really is. So with that in mind, you can see where I'm going with this, I'm sure. Yes, let's go back. Let's literally, I'm going to lose money, I know, and that is annoying to me. It is. Now I also realise that, right, headers. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't buy the traders just yet. We lost 30 grand a pop. I've given this consideration, and I'm gonna, I know what I'm gonna do. I do, truthfully now. I've still got the store deliveries. Let's just go to the beginning of the field. Just remind myself how much room I have got. I might need to do something different. I might. Yes, we're going to shift that a little bit. Yes, because I want this not to rip our fields into pieces anymore. We have got some areas where, yeah, actually that'll do nicely. We'll shift them. It doesn't matter this time what way we're facing. Right, so then, I am going to go with a harvester I can rely on, but I'm also going to go not with it can have a 12 metre header. These are beginning starter harvesters, but I think I'd sooner go for a team of 4. Or shall I go for, let's have a look. The trouble is, it's that reliability. It is what works well with Courseplay. I'm going to go modded. I do trust that one though, I do. I mean, they dominated actually, I trust, I've got to be honest, which is a nice place to be. I like the Starliner, but it's got a small tank, so that is true. The John Deere, no, not the 680. It's that one that is, we've had on Western Wilds, I'm sure it is. I've not tried the 780, 550, 670. Sure about that one. It says big tank is one thing we do need. Definitely one of the. Just the one with the Mora. No, so this one's max 17,000. I'm sure this one's got the giant one. Okay, so it's not. I'm sure there was one that was 22, but nevertheless, 14, 10, 7. Wow, how many? 19. Okay. I know, let's lease first with the intention of buying. You can actually go from lease to buy, can't you? If I've seen that. It's two-wheel drive, we want to go. Light four-wheel drive. Rear. I don't even know what that means. It's well complicated. Don't particularly want. Okay, let's stick to tracks. It would be nice to have something. Yes. 1. Okay. Go for American. Rear hitches. Standard. Engine. Yeah, let's go for. Now we know the one less than this copes with the giant one. Has this got the long pipe? The 26. Okay, so that is 252,464 for one that we actually like. That's how much to lease. Okay, let's try that. Right, now then, now we will go down. We're not going to go giants, and I think something reasonable. The bigger the header, because of the ground being uneven, we can easily handle a 12 metre easily. Hopefully that will not accentuate the weirdness. So 12 metre John Deere's, and the pipe is long, 28 foot. Yeah, it's a lot longer, so do we go 13.7? No. I truly don't think that is the right way to go. Where is the John Deere? I don't believe that's on. We've got a 12. We've only got a Massey vent. Case, and then it jumps straight up to the 13th. Oh no, it's a repetition. Let's crack on. There could be more this way then. I'm sure there aren't. I've seen this before. I'm sure I have. 9.2, 10.7, 12, 13. Yeah, I am right. So it looks like we've got to go for a non-standard header then. Okay. Let's go for a vent then. And we will go lease. Right, we're going to only go for one of those at the time being. Right. Okay. Right, that's going to be fun. Where's the header gone? Okay. I can't see the header, and yet we did lose it. Do you know, it would be nice for once for something just to... Right, let's have a look. It would be nice if it just worked. I know where it'll be. It will be... You cannot do everything. Sometimes it's... Some things only like to appear at the shop. Yes, this is true. Yeah, it is. It's one of those that does not reset to the point. Ah, it's a shame. Okay, then let's try something else. Let's send that back. We'll sort the money out, because obviously, yeah, this is... The shop would be able to, so we return. And let's do that again, before this gets ridiculous. Headers. Okay, so the vent's out. Let's try the Massey. I'm sure I've had the Massey one be delivered. Sure I have. Oh, I've done it again, gone well past. Yeah, now. Do we go for the 13.7 traditional? Okay. Sure, I've had this delivered. Sure, yeah. Oh, please don't tell me it's a peculiarity of the map that everything. Oh. Okay, well it is. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do then. If that is the case, I am going to cut back and I'm going to go and fetch this. I'm not going to camera this, I'm just going to go like the wind. So I shall see you shortly. Right, I've never done anything without you being here of this nature, so... Oh, of course I've got it. Oh, zone markers, haven't I? Gone. Ah, there we go. It's right where it should be. So you... We are selling. Right, so we're going to buy... Yeah, I'm at the shop where the header is, and... Now it's a point. I am going to need... No, what we're going to do now is well beyond a telehandler's ability to do because of the weight of that. Or we could call one of the... We could let go of the leasing and just get one of the... Yeah, we could actually, that is true. Let's do that. Simplest ways. I know I've just wasted 12,000. Right, which one is which? Right, so now let's redo that again. Harvester. What a palaver. Still, it is true. Did I go for the 550? I think it was a 550, wasn't it? Gordon Bennett. 19,000. Yes. And we went tracked. 27 and numbers, yes. I'm hoping that we will 1. Okay, I can't actually check that out. Let's go standard. I don't need anything special. And we do want to go max. So again, lease, because I'm not sure this is going to work. Right, now then, this is a leap of faith. It really is. Now, actually, that is a point. Can this do what I need it to do? Am I high enough to sideload this onto that? Not only that, can we stick 4 of them on? That is the question, because we cannot reset these. Right. If not, we'll go with plan B. Now, I think we're going to have to do this twice. It's close. Let's not crush that lady though. No, I think we can actually do that. bit of a monster though. Not sure we're going to get more than... We could at a push, but only if it didn't have the actual backs, the proper thing. Yeah. Okay, well that will do then. Let's... Now then, this is going to be fun. I can't for the life of me remember. I can see it roughly, but is it moved to ever? This is why I don't like switching it off, especially... Right, okay, interactive zone markers back on for a minute. In fact, no, let's do this the other way. Yeah, we have got that way of doing things. Right, header. Let's see. Okay, right. Not sure we're going to do this, yeah, we can't reset, we know that, so I might have to literally... I've sold the road run, as you obviously saw, because I did call you in. Can we sort of rest that against each other and strap it down? And then what we could do is run that home. We know we've got to do that, so let us buy a replacement lorry. Let's go for something... I know what we could go for that is tried and tested, as well as, yeah, it's not the most powerful. Do I need both with rear hitches though? Or could we just go for something... Phoenix is noisy. We'll go for the Warrior Plus, but let's just see what is the horsepower on this, because it needs to be a bit of a beast. I've got this on... Now there is a special engine, yeah, the cheats, where we have this upgraded by a special company that actually does this for us. Orange and blue though, is that really... No, that's... Yeah, blue and blue, actually, for once. 90,100, we will indeed buy you. Right. Let's grab you, stick you on that. I think what I'm going to do is, this is going to be off camera, because that, you know, I cannot cheat with this. If I reset that, they reset back here. So there's no way for me to do this. So, with that in mind, I am going to see you shortly. Right, we are at the other end, just delivering. So let's get into the field and drop these first two off, and then we should literally step back to the shop. Yeah, I'd like to say I got here in without any crashes. I did tangle with one innocent looking post, however it wasn't innocent at all. No, it was not. It was very powerful. It knocked me for 6. Yeah, I think it was an irresistible type force, like the... Right, let's grab that. Let's grab one of those. Ah, we already had a number 1. We sent back number 4. Okay. So that means I've got 2 number 1s. Now that I cannot do anything about, unfortunately. Now there's no point in setting these going until we actually... Oh, okay, well that's one way to knock it off the trailer. Now then, let's reverse to give ourselves a bit of room. Out. Should clear that well. Yeah, could have easily managed at 13.7, but still, I'd still have a bit of clearance. 12 metres is only slightly less than... Yeah, it's funny that the Yams obviously is a small engine, a 600 horsepower stroke cheat when you consider the 1500 engine in a Phoenix. That's not classed as a cheat. So I somehow think we could probably definitely upgrade that to a 600 horsepower. I'm sure we could take an engine from one and modify it. Yeah, I am actually, without it being classified as a cheat. But hey, I'll go with that. Right, that's two. Right, that's two of them here now. Stick that on the back. And I will go back. Yeah, I'm going to cut out while we rinse and repeat that. Whoa. No, it's off. Right, I'm going to cut back when I've got the other two back here. So I'm going to see you shortly. Load number 2. Yes, right, yeah, I'm going to cut back to when we get these back to the field. Yeah, so I'm going to see you shortly. Now then, I wish I could say that this time me and the offending post did not have a tangle. However, this time I had a tangle twice. Once on the S bend, the really tight hairpin bend. Yeah, I actually caught the fence, and I also caught that, yes, the one that we have history, so we really do have terrible history now with that post. Yeah, but apart from that, I managed the normal road with traffic on quite well. So we are literally approaching home with the last two. All we need to do now is get the other harvest across. Yeah, team of 4, that's what we're going to hit this with. I don't know that we need more than 3 though. We may well send, if this works, this configuration, then obviously I will literally purchase them, which is something I didn't realise you could do. I don't know if it's always been there, or whether this is a newish way of, yeah, that we've got a new option. So I can't recall seeing it, but then this is me, Mr. who doesn't notice things. Right, let's grab number 3. And let's go around. I like the way that you cannot jump in on the wrong side. It will eventually reach my consciousness and I will understand. I do like this. It's funny, it was only in editing that I realised how long the trouble had taken, just as in that first episode. Ooh, this time we've actually managed to do that. Right. I'm going to, yes, right. I'm going to get the 4th one across. You don't want to look for this particular one. No. Because we do actually know. In fact, yeah, I'm not going to insult your intelligence by even cutting out. This time we are just going to reset it down here openly. Yeah, it's just as right. Smashing. Okay. Oh, what did I say about learning? Do you know? Right, let's get this team started. Let's make the course first, and then we are going to get sorted. Yeah, we're still going to. I do like my idea of having a couple of empty points on each side. Whoa, no, that was okay until I. Right, well, let's shift out of your way then, onto the side. Hoping we don't get so much this where we were missing the field, because none of those areas struck me as terribly unlevel when you look on ground level. So I think it was the fact that the Durus is just so large and touches, yeah, such a wide area that's yeah. So it's flipped over. Oh, okay. Somebody's on my side then. Thank you very much, somebody. Right, okay then, course. Let's get this sorted. Right, everybody is underway. All is on the start point, or should be. Let's have a look. Is everybody moving? That is the important one. Now we need to shift you before you become a... Oh, my mouse every single time. First time on this. Right, okay, let's shift you out of the way. Now I do realise actually there's a lot already harvested. Now that means, yeah, let's leave it because it's a completely different course. I will literally yeah, I'm not going to record up until I'll start to record in a few minutes when we actually start to harvest, because we've pretty much cleared this top end. Right, so yeah, this is the narrow bit of the field where pretty much we'd sorted it apart from the V. So, did we you are off, yeah, you're not on. Brilliant. Right, smashing. Right, I'm going to cut in a few minutes when things get a little bit more interesting. So, I'm going to see you shortly. Hello and welcome back. Right, I've set them all going again. Now let's see, moment of truth. Is what we have done good enough to make this all work? Now, I've missed one. Where is number 4? You are there. Right. Let's just see. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse. And obviously I will be darting around like a mad thing, because this is, yeah, it is a bit of a tad busy sort of thing. There's going to be not a lot happening, because obviously we've ripped half the field to pieces. So we shall see if these do self-unload or whether I've got to run around like a mad thing. Now, this did do some. Right, so I am going to say my words even. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, I'm not so bowled over by the self-unload of this because there's no excuse for this not to be able to sense that trailer just over there. That is not a Courseplay problem, that's a harvester problem. So, looks like the 670 isn't. Yeah, I'm not going to buy these if they're not. I'm going to use this exercise as a way to test, if I'm honest, the good ones to self-unload. Although it isn't the most important feature, it is an important feature. It is something I've always played by an FS 19 and 22. Sometimes it's down to the trailers, but you usually get signs that a trailer is not good for normal unloading, and that's going straight in the middle, where you get those ones that are a bit funny and they can only fill in the corners is one of the usual signs. There are better ones. I've never had any problems with this one, but then again, I don't normally use the 108 tonner on the fields. I usually use the 70s, but as I said, because I've had issues, I haven't used those, so we may lease a few different trailers to try and find the sweet spot between decent harvester that unloads. I'm not calling this not a decent harvester. I am saying it's not fit for our purpose of wanting harvesters that will unload to central points. These aren't doing a very good job of that. In fact, I've got to be honest, that's a terrible job. That was just a stone throw away. The increase in the tank, though, that has had a massive impact on getting to this point on the fields. That is humongous, so that is definitely better. It really is. I can't and will not complain about that. Now, where were you? I think you were here. We were about all finished, actually. This is probably one of the last jobs. Yeah, one of the very last rows by the look of it. Yeah, that one stopped. The top one. That one's looking to try and find somewhere to self-unload. I think I've set them all on self-unload now. Now, where are you going? You decided that you're going to... No, you're still looking for somewhere to put your... But you've decided that's the place to stop. Right. Well then, we've got to use our brain here because, I've got to hope I'm on the right one. Right, no, let's do this another way. Let's jump in. It shows the arrow, doesn't it? Right, so we want to cancel and set destination just to the right. Oh, and of course I was on the wrong one. So is this your row then? So why did that one start to do that? Because I was right, they're all left one, right one. Oh well, mysteries. I don't know. Oh, this is a standard worker, that's why. Yeah, it is. That would explain why it's cut in at an angle as well. At least I know. I was going to say that was the right... yeah, that's strange. Just to drop out. Mind you, I don't know. They do just move out of their own row. So if his row was the one to the left, then it makes perfect sense why he would go to and wait for that row. So that is us finished on this field. I am going to call this session at this point, but I would like to see how much we did. I think we've done astronomically off of it. We filled that other one. I didn't realise they've only got a limit of 100 litres, but I did only want this to be storage anyway. I didn't want this to get silly, so let's just see how good this one's doing. We'll have a look how much barley we've got, because obviously this is just off the one field. It's going to get more complicated after this, because obviously we're going to need to deduct this to work out how much. That's a point. Do statistics. Have I checked it? I've done it for bales. I don't think it does. It doesn't tell you how much per session. No, which actually would be rather a useful amount, but I suppose they'd have to itemise it. So, what have we got in this one? Ah, this one's got very little. In fact, yeah. Alright, luckily we are very close to it. It's not. I quite like where I put that because those two are also going to need emptying as well. So yeah, so I am going to be sending all of these back, apart from the headers, because we're going to try some big harvesters. I would like to sort of do that. So let's just finish off, see how much we actually got in the end of this monster field. Yeah, there's a bit in both. But because I'm classing this as these harvesters are a fail, then we will keep the headers, but we aren't going to keep the harvesters. We shall rehire down this end, probably in this very field. One of them also has got a short pipe. I think it's this one. It is. Yeah. I think when I released the second time, I obviously only went for the standard option of the short pipe, which probably means its engine's only the standard. I know I did change the wheels for them all to have the tracks, which is useful. But yeah, the self-unload was an absolute bomb. Really terrible. Not a success at all. If I was given a toss-up between these and the K starting harvester, I would choose the K starting harvester. The only bad thing about that is it's still good. Its maximum size of tank is 12 tons, which is still, it's not awful. Not if they can self-unload. I suppose that's the other not bad feature between this particular one, is the fact that actually its tank size compensated for the self-unload feature being terrible, but I still would like to try to use this opportunity to, try before I buy. So I should be telling the shop, not that impressed with this particular model of John Deere for the way we use it, and I did tell them what we wanted, so yeah. I don't really need to do that actually, it'll do it itself when I send them back. So I think it's you. Not sure about that fourth one, whether that is that the one I just unloaded. Well, it still will have some in, so if we stick the ones we've done over here. But yes, I've got to be honest, now that how quickly they covered the field, that was brilliant. I would have kept only a team of 3 though, I think, because obviously we had 4 before. I was going to keep the 2 dominators for the bottom, but I think a 12-meter header will do absolutely sufficiently for all of the fields, including the strange one. I think I will throw the header down though. Yeah, we'll do the straw. There's no rush for the straw. We will get the straw and we will be sticking that in the Hessian. That has got a decent, very decent limit on what it can do, so yeah. I may as well. Oh, okay, I'd forgotten. Yeah, let's clean this up. It's weird. It is the error messages are in a way wrong, because it's what you're on that's important in the end. I did unfold. The steps are unfolded. You then have to go onto the header and just tell it to lower, and then it works, which proves you were never wrong in the first place. Very strange. Right. Last one to empty, and then we shall send all 4 harvesters back, and we shall try another model. I am going to write this down because I know what I'm like. I should probably pick the same model again. This is costing us a fortune, obviously, but again, we do have means to... Yeah. Right, so then, let's have a look. Yeah, that was the point as well. Let's take that and empty that into that and see if we... Yeah, we've got one in that as well. Let's see how much we get in, and then we'll have to add up how much are in both trailers. Plus, this is a bit of a struggle for it, actually. Yeah, I think we're going to go to the main one. It really is quite a strenuous hill, and I did think I'd picked the wrong tractor. We've got a big blue, and I've gone for this. In fact, you know something? We have a lorry down there, the blue one. replacement for the Roadrunner. Yeah, I didn't want to show you the Roadrunner apart from me selling it, because it is, as we know, so awful. I do like this. I've got this on Greenlands, but I've got the normal. I think I've got the normal engine, but to be honest, when you look at 600 horsepower saying cheaty, I think in comparison to, say, the Phoenix, which is 1500, that's not really that bad. And even this is not pulling this super duper. So yes, not sure how much we should get in there. I am bowled over though. I can tell it's massive. We've got 100 tons in that top one. 25, 87, and then there's that full trailer as well. So well over 200 tons. I'm trying to think about how I do on my Western Wilds. The big fields there. I still think this has trumped it. I don't think I've ever got that much off one field. Ever. Period. Even my No Man's Land, one square of that, because I did actually do that. Guy got, mind you, it was canola, different. Yeah, this is of course wheat, so that is true. I'd have to do the same crop on this. I would have to do a canola crop, really. I got 70 tons off one square of No Man's Land. 67 or stick very close to 70. It's not. It's a long while since I've done it. Ah, okay. So that's 209 plus whatever's in the bottom one, which is that's a 50-odd tonner. Let's have a quick look. I'll do the rest off screen. The actual putting this in the main silo, which yeah, that's got very good limits. Yeah, it is. It looks very close to being full, actually. I think it is full. Let's have a look, though. So that's 209. 254 tons off one field. That is tremendous. It truly is. Now, I spoke about the bakery, which is what I'm talking. I will actually carry on. To work and talk at the same time. I have found a bakery that's fantastic. I still wish to stick to the Lords, because the Lords can, and yeah, I did a test yesterday on the old Kiwi farm where I made myself look a right wally. It was so obvious in editing. All I had to do was deactivate the Lords bakery, because it has quite well, it's an all-rounder, so you don't expect it to be super duper, but there is one super duper bakery called the Land Bakery, which has got insane amounts of bread output. So you've got to put additional stuff in it. So that's the only bad thing, because I've always never wanted to buy products in, but in the circumstances, yeah, I think in real life you would. So do you know, I am going to, like, say, for strange exceptions like that, a bit like the Omatana garden, you'd always buy seeds in and manure and stuff like that, and you wouldn't think twice about it. The only reason I got a bit funny was I wanted our productions to represent our own effort a long time ago, because in the beginning I did do it, because I did recognise that if you own a factory, of course you're going to buy products off other people. It goes without saying, really. Right, let's grab that last one. As I say, we'll talk and work at the same time, and then we're going to have one look at how much barley, because we haven't got any barley apart from what we've done here. So we've got that field to do next. So what we shall do is this is going to be, I don't know, it's time-lapsed. I suppose I could tailor the time-lapse so that it takes as long as I wish. I could do a 5 or a 7 if a 3 times my standard settings are 2. Oh, no, this is going to be a bit more. Yes, it is. Let's move this out of the way. Whoa, without disintegrating the house or something would be nice. But you know, right, let's pull in. like this should be fun. In fact, you know something? No. Don't give up the challenge. Let's straighten up and then let's give it a shot. So everything's a challenge now. Out of going all the way. But not quite that severely. Straight up a bit, and let's not lose it. We're on the right. Yeah, we are going the right way. You see, maybe you'll only ever get good if you keep practicing. It is true. And never be afraid to make a fool of yourself. It's funny, I don't see failure the same way as other people see failure. It is a learning exercise. Now I'm confused. Oh, of course it was the tractor, Wally. No, it wasn't. It's alright. I thought I'd got another lorry because I was actually using that as the lorry. I was thinking, I'm sure I should only have that, but I should. I only brought the one lorry across, didn't have the new one, so yeah, we'll grab that across as well. I don't mind things being a little bit strewn out. It's right, we shall send those back. I realise this is costing us a fortune. If it was any other Let's Play, I wouldn't be so frivolous. But it is also, this is really for us as a learning exercise to see, actually, which, yeah, you could say a bit of a mod review. Now, why are you not quite close enough? Yeah, it is. Right, let's repair you. Well, we're this close to that. It just makes sense. Smash it. Let's actually see, have we upgraded your engine to the most? No, but we shall do. Smashing. Okay, I do want everybody to be at their best. Our little team of small tractors, they're all at their optimum 143 horsepower, and they do a very good job. Even the balers, they manage quite nicely. Right. I think I can hear an engine. So how are we doing in the hopper? Completely empty. Tuts tuts. It is 10 to 11, Mr. Smith, and you have not filled that. Right. Now, I don't mean it nasty, but this is a proper lorry. Why are you dollying it? Ah. Hang on a minute. Oh yes, no, that is right. Right. Let's grab that. Let's just grab that. We will finish that job at the very least. In fact, we'll probably do both. Yeah, it looks to me like silly old me hasn't done the one thing which he should have done. It's 10 to 11, which days have been gone, and we haven't done our own business. It's very bad. Now then, have we done our animals? That is a question that's even more important than that. Yes. Slurry. Yeah, food is good. Now that isn't good, but it isn't bad. Now that is good. Right, okay, so we do need to be going down to the cows. Start this filling and then we'll jump down to the cows. Whoa. Bad. Cows. I should have done this first. It's inexcusable, Mr. Smith, for you to be doing so. Right. Okay. We need to be doing that one too. That one, obviously, that did have some in. So whether I don't, I'm not sure. Cow yard. Let's go visit there. So we're in the right place. Pigs are happy. They've got plenty of food. After me saying they eat out of house and home, they've actually not. They've done very well. Whereas obviously the cows, which are full. When it was the births this morning, I can't remember, I know it would, yeah, I've had births nearly on all of my Let's Plays at the same time. Ah, so it was this very month. We were just born this very month. Amazing. Right, so we need to definitely be getting quite a bit of food. It could well be the increased amount that's causing the issues. Yeah, so the HDZ is now the tractor, the special tractor for down this end. It is, which is useful. It is good. Right, oh, TMR, we have still got some, not a lot, in storage. Ah, seem to have lost my... No, wrong way, all the way. But don't lose it, Megastyle. Yeah, it's just articulated. Are your best friend really for this? I always find. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, of course this should only go through the things it's allowed to take. Now this is true. I had this... I went on a thing yesterday on the multi-fruit buying, and it said sugarcane like that. And then I went back to it a few minutes later and I cycled through everything and I couldn't get sugarcane from the multi-fruit buying. Unless I didn't... It's possible. It'll be me. I know it will. It's got to be. I like the fact we've now got two. I'm trying to think of the name of the second one. It was a lovely name as well. Yeah, I've got used to someone's name, so yeah, I can remember that. Right, let's check the milk as well while we're down here. Let's get these jobs done. If the session's a little bit long, I will tweak the TMR. That's going to take up to 20 something. I would imagine with this being full now, I would like to increase our herd by going for a bigger yard now. I do think we've got the... Again, I think this particular place though is not going to be big enough to hold. I think we'll try to see if we can place... May have to go for my old favourite, the Rawley Christie one. I might have to, because the new Brazilian one that I did want to fit on there, its land is too much. So it's not that I don't want to put that one. I've got that one down on my Westridge Hills. So I do like to feature new mods. That is one of the newest big... Yeah, there aren't many large ones, that is true. The Brazilian one and the Rawley Christie one are one of the few... Well, there are. So we are nearly there. We have nearly emptied 300 tonnes odd. It was 293 tonnes or something like that of TMR since we started last... Well, it's actually, yeah, we're nearly a year. 10 months odd. So that is quite phenomenal. We have certainly seen some action. Yeah, that harvest was actually... I was stressing out something chronic last night with the two 60-foot Durusas because we were filling them so quickly. It was unbelievable. I thought, this is... even though it is weird sometimes, obviously you think, oh yeah, the sales, it's fantastic, and it is, but it needed to be much smaller header, or you needed to be working on something other than that. The 10-ton tank on... for a 60-foot header is just not... No, it's not enough. Right, let's go and see now milk. I can actually look here. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing that. Let's go and do that. I know this is the long way really, but it's... Yeah, it's always a whoa. Yeah. It is pointing this away, so it's not really terrible. I do love this dairy, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so bakery next, and I say we will go for the land bakery. I actually might do this as some productions, have this as our production area, and move even the horses to a better location, or might move the horses to the actual... And that is a point, remember this time, that your milk point is just over there. So you don't really need to do what I was doing last time and faff around. Well remembered. Yes, you will notice my zone marker's gone. I think I mentioned it last session, but yes. Please, yeah, I am trying to make this as realistically looking as possible. I do believe it is straight across here. I'm sure it is. Yeah, it is. Which is why it was there. Brilliant. Let's just check the production whilst we're here. Right, so butter. Yeah. Milk, butter. We need to get some sugar. Which we need sugar for the bakery. So do you know, if I'm going to do it for that, I will do it for this as well. I will, because it's... Yeah. I would like, mind you, no, I did say we're going to do sugar beets, so do you know it's going to be one of those that we actually put in this year. So, no, we will buy it though, as we will for the bakery until that. We'll buy it in until we produce ourselves. That's all I'm going to say. Right, smashing. So that's this all done now. Excellent. It has been a fantastic session. I think, yes, we can see we've still got plenty of harvest to do. Mr. Smith, remember your promises. Yes, this is very true. How much? 264. Wow, that's way more than I thought. 264 tons, 277 litres. Yeah, I do think I'm right, actually, even if... Now, the pig yard isn't massive, so I think we shall relocate. Let's just have a quick look. I do like to sort these matters out. Now, we will obviously, with me having to do that kind of thing, definitely need to lease a proper trailer for those who like things done that way. Let's have a quick look to see if we could get the Rawley Christie one down here, if there's enough land and that horse thing isn't sticking out enough. That's the only bad thing. We shall see though. Let's have a look. Rawley Christie one, I think that's the only big one. Yeah, that's the one. Isn't that the one we've got? No, we've got 100 and... Is it that one? No. I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah, 145. Yes, that's the one. So, it's got to be... There's that one, 200, but that's... Yeah, that's not an awful massive leap, is it? No, that's not the one I wanted to do. I wanted to do the... Yeah, this is the only one that's... I don't think it's going to let us do it, is it? Never say never. May also be the... Maybe it still censors the... Ooh. Ooh, my life. I don't mind though if it is going to cost us that. Have I got this the right way round? I have. That's the feed. I should know this on this one. That's water. Do you know? It is going to be... Right, let's be sensible. We know we can do it. Let's save this because I feel that's going to be a bit monstrous. Yeah, I really don't want... Oh, I forget. It's always forget this is a 4x map. Let's try that again then. Yeah, it has got to be this one then. See if there is another. Looks to me like that's the only place. Oh, that's getting worse. I think that is. It's the flag thing that's still obviously showing as a... Let's be thorough though. Could be a better place. Well, that's probably the beehive. No, it does seem that that is the only place on the entire field that we can actually do it. And do you know something? If it'll let me do it, why not? Let's have a look. Let's go down. That looks quite awful to me, but yeah, as I said, we may move the horses. Although if we are still having animals down this end, I'm not going to even look at the cliff face over that side. I'm more interested in... Yeah, I can see that falls away. That's horrible. That's passable. That's the good edge, and it starts to get bad about there. Right. Yeah, I don't mind if we spend 30 grand. It's right. We want to go bigger. This is where the two mods meet, where I might have the difficulty. Yeah, it's not going to want me to play around with where the horse yard is an awful lot. That's not too bad. If we can make a sort of ramp somewhere. We may need to do a slope, the slopey thing that we've got now. That's not a bad little thing. Yeah, I shall. Do you know, I might actually play around with this off camera. I suppose I could time lapse it. No, we're talking about 2 minutes. It's not the end of the world. We will leave that bit basically as quite a cliff, though. We will, as a natural. Now we're beginning to show some of the horse things underneath. So I think I'm right. As much as I reckon we need to. Let's see what we can do here, though. I would imagine that's sloping now on the actual path around here, which I'm hoping that's all seriously sloping, Mr. Smith. I mean, seriously sloping. Yeah, we may have to do some off-camera modelling on this, truthfully, to get this to work. And this is not too bad, so yeah, coming up to that, I will have to obviously do something with whatever is under there. This is like going into archaeology. Right, let's do a little bit of lift just in that area. There we go. Fixed. If we go down there, I bet that looks awful. Yeah, it does a little, but I've seen worse things on real farmyards. Yeah, we can still get around there. That's not bad. It's just this slopiness because of, obviously, this is the milk point here. And this is where we feed them in there. We've got to back that. This here needs to be quite good. So, yeah, we could play with that. And, you know, come on. There's no time like the present. Yeah, I'm being silly. Let's do that sloping thing. Yeah, now then I need to switch the help menu on, because this always foxes me. I need to slope 2 point. Now, so target point is here. And let's make it bigger. All of that grass costs a fortune to do, it really does. Once, you know, I'm not that worried. Let's have a look. Let's have a look how that actually looks. Now, a tiny bit of softening there, I think. Just a smaller section, just to soften that ridge. That doesn't look like a ridge anymore. I think that's not bad. I seem to be buried in the grass. Right, yeah, so that's not so insurmountable. Yes, we're going to have to spend a fortune on grass again. Now that is a little better. I think I need to... Do we level that off again? And then do a point from the edge of that? Do we... No, it is. It's a little awful. I might do that off... I am. So you will see my money go down. I think I'm going to quickly sort that out. but without... Ah, yeah, it's done that. But you know, they're just a couple of blue objects. That's all they are. Now I've done this on the old Kiwi farm where I've used the landscaping tool, and I keep forgetting I've done it, and I keep bashing into this blob that I've done where I've used the lift tool. Let's go small. Like this, and I keep hitting it and forgetting that that's exactly what I've done. What we could do is do both of these. And then do a little tiny bit of build up to it. So it's a little bit of a gradual slope. A bit like a bridge, you could say. Probably need to work on it a little though. Yeah, it looks to me like that top section is now attached. Right, I think it's still a bit pointy. It is, but I don't think it's going to be awful. We really could do with testing this. Right, yeah, I'm going to just work on this for a few minutes, so next time the money will have gone down a little bit, hopefully not a fortune, but yes, we're just going to sort this out. We shall next session shift our cows into this place so they can expand. Next year I'm not going to buy any more in. I'm going to leave it as it is, natural progression, natural growth. I'd like to do that. Then it means something more. So yeah, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. We will be placing the bakery, the land bakery, next session as well, and also the Lortz production. Don't think I have yet to place that, have I? I keep threatening it. I've just got the, we've got the farm supplies. We also need to deal with the honey. I won't say problem, because it's a nice problem to have, to be able to sell lots and lots of honey. But yes, I am going to say massive shout out. Thanks a lot for your support of the channel, for watching, truthfully. And I am going to say, I do hope you continue with me on this journey. Please give me any suggestions, any mods you'd like to see. I always try to feature new mods, and also mods that I've not seen anybody else feature as well. Although sometimes there's reasons why people haven't sort of featured things. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say goodbye for now.